in busting my balls just to get the full picture of what's going on in here. Believe me, I do not treat this space as a secret laboratory for long range certificate awards for showing off. So, anywho, but I understand, and trust me, they have been neglected, and trust me, I enjoy the neglect, but at the same time, it's not really neglect, it's benign neglect, and some are more respondent to it than others. But that's natural selection and survival of the fittest, especially in this environment, as I've chosen to have it. Thrive or survive. Thrive or die, more or less. So really, I did give them a drink. But other than that, I have really not been around. The And in that regard, I have problems with death. So maybe I need to move back towards the doorway. But I want to really give a thorough look at how my encyclias are doing and some of the other orchids that are here at the colder end. This is the east end of the greenhouse. Anyway, if I disappear, I'll be back. I'll try. But to cut a long story short, I really just want to focus in on the encyclias because other than being difficult to be connected online on my Wi-Fi at this end, this is far from the even my Wi-Fi extender. But I want my buddy Josh to kind of get a sense of how well that these can thrive, maybe if they don't bloom. Here's a roughly profuse that was not so long ago attached to that basket. This here is one that I got at Redlands. No, I got this from my buddy Josh. And this is a Sychillus, which had a new growth this year. And I see a nice root up there. That's a Dockerilla Stratiotes, I believe. Here is one of my Enobulbon, even though it's now Dendrobium, it will forever be Enobulbon munificum. I mean, why would they feel the need to change such a name? Here is Epifloribunda crossed with Cordillera. Now, I've had this a few years, and it's going through a bit of defoliation and not slight desiccation, but the bulbs are maturing. Then I have a couple Dockerillas down here, Lechinastrum, and then this is my Regitum. This is Encyclia Loc Manar. Here is my Emburii that I got from H&R a few years ago. And then above here, I think this is a Profusa. No, Pyriformis. And then over here is a Denacala, and that's my Dendrobium Docurii. Okay, this is my Trichocentrum lanceanum. I am positive. This sad-looking thing here is my Encyclia hybrid, which is my last attempt. It is Astrolabium, which is amazing if you ever get the blooms. Down below here is my Encyclia amicta. And here is, I think this is another Cychillus. Cychillus krugii. And here is, I'm not sure. Let's see. Some other ones. Here is, where is the tag? Percivala, Little Star times Perennii. This is my Suncoast Dancing Butterflies. And there it is in the basket, getting rooted in. Back here is Encyclia Kruger Desk. And it's got, up here is in the basket. Right here is Inaguensis, Encyclia Inaguensis. And it gave me this new growth over here, this growth season. There's the tag, Inaguensis. And then here is Encyclia acutifolia that bloomed. I got that at Redlands. Bloomed for me. And then below that is Encyclia Sukabeka. That was put in that basket. I think this is an Alata. Here's my formerly Oncidium Vimanachilum. And it's starting to give me some new growths. 1, 2. That's a good thing. These like highlight. Here is a division Catlianthe confetti that I got from the auction at the St. Louis Botanical, Missouri. And it's doing well. That was plotted up into there. Then this is my Encyclia marina. We were just talking about this plant the other day, not you and I, and there's some sheaths, but that's a previous year's growth. This is this season's growth, and this is as well, which I believe there is a sheath in there. The other side of the plant has a couple more growths. I don't see any buds, but it's a spring blooming plant, and hopefully it will be a citrina. No, a marina. There's a trichocentrum up there. That's my Jason Fuchs. And this here is Stacey. They like it a little bit drier. Did I say that this is my Epidendrum Parkinsonianum? Back over this way, down below here is Dendrobium salaturia, and I think it's Bill Takamatsu crossed with something. And above here is some of my adorable bulbophyllums. That one is Upwind. This one might be Wade Hollebeck. No, this is Tanya Jacobs, and it's got a couple nice new growths coming. Here is my den now. That doesn't look so hot, but it is a deciduous plant. So fingers crossed on that one. And right above that, this is my Isabellia virginalis, which my eyes are so bad, and I know this is the time for them to be blooming. And they bloom from the base. And it is still doing very well, despite being away for the 3 weeks. Right next to here, this is my raniferum, Epidendrum raniferum, which still has that sheath on it. And this is the new growth. Down below here is another Bulbophyllum lobii. And here is my Gramangus stapeliflora, which has those couple growths on it. My Gatton sun rays over this way. And back over here, I don't want to forget, that's my Epi Stanfordianum. Kind of the newer growth, kind of aborted, but it's still doing okay. Here are some Versavila hybrids here, and this is some Docrillas that I got that are just hanging out, getting a drier rest. Here's that mini event, that encyclic Fucata. Got this from Jewel Orchid. Nice division of theirs. And there is the heater. And I see that's messed up because I never turned that on. But thank God the plants are out of the direct path, and I'm going to move further away so that the sound does not interfere with this video. Down here is my big auction-winning division of the Dendrobium speciosum that I got at Missouri Botanical Garden as well. And some other bulbos up here and around. This didn't do so well. This is one of my Areopsis biloba. And up above, as we go on down, this is an Epicristatum? No. It's a Colostylus now. It's Colostylus ciliare. Yeah, that's what it is. It's recovering. And these are some little seedlings that are from Hamlin's. And this one here appears to be the only one doing anything. And that's a Hamiltonii, Encyclia Hamiltonii. And to get a better look at this tiny thing, there's the newest growth. The other ones that I got from them don't look so hot, but only the strong survive. Here is a Bulbophyllum medusa here. And down there is just my big Bulbo Fullerton. And here is Dendrobium finleyanum, which is giving me some, looks like they're kikis, which is good. I'm giving it less. Here are some Trichoglottis that are sitting up this way. Here is a Bulbophyllum lindleyanum, just kind of finished flowering. Yeah, it's going over. And let's see here. This is never going to stop blooming. This is Phalaenopsis corona. And then we are in the midsection of the greenhouse where there's an assortment. This has an assortment of things, mostly Paphiopedilums and some Phalaenopsis. This is my Versavila that I got from Santa Barbara. This is ovalis, I think. Yes, no, acalis. It's a species. Doing okay. And right behind this is a Cindy Banks, Vanda Cindy Banks. And then I have some Phalaenopsis here. This is a Pisces back there getting a little bit of a rest. Here is my epidendrum from Cal Orchid, Epilalia Bepiguda Russell Canyon. And then here is my rhodostictum, Dendrobium rhodostictum, which is a Laturia. And then I have some Gongoras here. I think that's Grossa. And then I have other Brassavolas here. Some Cucullatas there. These like it drier during the winter. Here's an Encyclia dichroma cross times Orchid Jungle. I just got this. And here is a grandiflora, Brassavola grandiflora. And then over here is the Ovale Trichocentrum candidum, which looks like toast. But above it is, I think this is Ovalformis or Cibellata that I got at Redlands. Still, iffy. Here's that Brassavola nodosa Big Jim. And then tacked on the front of here is my nice mounted species of, I think it's Flagellars. No, it's Perenniae. What is it? Ovalformis. Ovalformis. No, that can't be it. What does this tag say? Perenniae. It's a Perenniae cross. Okay. My Flagellars is behind here. Right here. And here's my Phalaenopsis gigantea. Right down below here is my Kinolabium, my Bobophyllum. Kinolabium. This is another jewel orchid that is a Barcaria. It is Barcaria season. They generally bloom in the winter. This is Scandens. And there's flower spike there, and then there's another one there. And down below here are my Angricoids. My Aranthes onrichii, still looking really nice and healthy. This is my Aranthes Pioneer. And then above here, no, this is Arangus Pioneer. And then above here is Aranthes something. There's the tag, maybe. Shoot. Yeah, I'll try to find the tag, but there's various Arangus around here. This is a Compactolina. Here's my little bitty punctata. It's a species. Here's an Aranthes Neoperii. I think that's what that said. Here's my Arangus distincta. Here's my new Angraecum longuscat. This is my Eurychrone rothschildianum. And here is that hybrid of Euryanthe victorianale. Really doing amazing. These bloom from the bottom of the plant. Here's one of my Scotchianas. This is Scotchianum. And this little cutie still has flower. And I smell some fragrance from somewhere that is Rhodostictum, I think, times Kirkii, perhaps. Here's a gastrocylus, and this is the somalensis that I got in Italy. And there's that flower spike. Back here is my biloba, Arangus biloba. And this is, I think, Kirkii, so on and so forth. And I have also my collection of Barcarias around. One thing also, this is my Laelia aurea, which those two flower spikes are developing nicely. So that's giving you a sense of what's going on out here, really. I am slowly getting my new plants that I got from Italy out here, and some of them that's my crestwood. No, yeah, that's the crestwood. Let's keep going down, and I'll show you some more of things so you get an accurate picture. So these are the Phalaenopsis, and these are some of my Brassavola hybrids and Cattleyas that were getting good light here, and plus a little less of water, which they appreciate this time of year. And those down there are some of my Paphiopedilums down there. I have a Maxillaria yamata, and then there are some Epidendrum as well, hybrids, I'm sorry. And that's my very sad Linford White Beauty, but I still have hopes. And as you come through this area, there are some more Brassavolas. This one is a crazy arachnocross. And that is a George Tyler. That's a hybrid. And then there are some Bobophyllums down here. This is my very nice and coveted Phalaenopsis valentii with all those spikes that as long as they stay green, they will bloom. And then I've got an assortment of some Cattleyas and some Lacturias, and then there's a Encyclia around this corner getting good sun and drier conditions, which this one, it says, I can't read it. I think that might actually be Orchid Jungle. And then there's another over there that says Encyclia xerophytica, right here. And this is an area, spectrum. And then I have some other angricoids here. Sad looking caudata here, but there's a compactum. And up above I have various, there's my Epidendrum wallisii, which is doing excellent. There's Gongora, a couple Gongoras. And here's my Dendrobium crumatatum. My Trichopilias are back here, doing okay. Here's my Angraecum viguiere, still a seedling, but you can see for yourself all is well. And then I have more here. This is Richard Mueller, and then here's my Dendrobium. Which one is this? Not Falciparum, it's Falconieri. How could I not forget that? With those little root beer candy looking pseudobulbs getting its drier rest. And then here's some more Laturias here and Angricoids. This is my very nice Angranthes Jade Dragon. And then there's a Gongora up there. Then there's my Epidendrum. That is also a bucket list. It is a species, and I'll think of that in a minute. And then below there, up above there, there's another Trichocentrum. And there's my Angraecum magdaleni. And here is Eranthes grandiflora. Here's that mounted one that I got from Affy Orchids at Redlands. It's got that spike. And here are my two Modesta crosses with Elro. One and the other one is here. And here's my Scutacarias that I got at Redlands. And after, you can see this one is toast. But this one here is still kicking it. And again, this is my last and final. So the longer they linger on, the more excited I am about these plants, Scutacarias in general, without crossing them off my list. Down there I have some more. I have some, what are those? Areas on one side and on the left. Over there, that's an Aranthes ramosa up there. And then I believe this is a species, I think, Angraecum species. The name escapes me right now. There's my den spectabile, getting a bit of a rest. And over to the left here is another, no, this is a Lasianthera hybrid, Dendrobium. And then below, back here is my Silogeny Pandarata, sitting in the sink. So that's fairly quick and thorough look, I would say. Hopefully it's coming in clear and you're hearing me well, because I don't think I have the headphones in my ears anymore. Here's a epidendrum, pseudo epidendrum here. And I know there are some more Lasiantheras. Love those Dendrobium, those spatulata, the antelopes. This is my, I believe, my Baptia grape wax, Cattleya Baptia grape wax. So I just heard that heater kick on again, and I think I've given pretty decent little walkthrough. Here's one of my new Trichocentrum tigrinums that I just tied to that basket. And I gotta find a pot to just stuff that into and let it sit. So yeah, not much flowering, not much going on. Not really a lot to show, but there is at the same time. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this nice and sweet and short. And please make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy this video. This is my Ciclia odums orchid. We're still trying to figure that one out, what the parentage is. And this is an oddity. I got this as a gift. Elsie Chateauriana. So I'll probably re-gift this. It says it's a variety semialba, and when I see that, I can only think of one person. And who knows who he is if he is watching this video, which he should be. Anyhow, last but not least, a little sneak peek. Here are some things that I have also received while I was away. One that I'm really excited about is this Dendrobium falciparum, which is humungadunga. But I'll talk about that more in another video. This is one of my favorite plants. And as I look at it a little bit more closely, I swear that it is developing flowers, or it is preparing to bloom from that bare seasons old cane. Okay, so, and here's another Cindy Banks just chilling back here. Anyhow, I'm getting off. There's another newbie. Last but not least, Angraecum equitans times alliifolia, sitting next to my calceolars, Angraecum. So, thanks for watching. Enjoy your orchids. Bye.